I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, November the 9th, 2017. A Palestinian man was arrested in the West Bank today on suspicion that he was planning to carry out a stabbing attack. The incident took place near the entrance to the Jewish settlement of Kochav Yaakov, where a firefighter spotted the man who he said looked suspicious. Israel police arrived at the scene and searched the man's backpack, where they found a meat cleaver, a knife, and a copy of the Quran. Police said the suspect, who was taken in for questioning, told them that the bag was not his, but was going to be used in a terror attack. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met today with the Prime Minister of Moldova, Pavel Filip. The two countries, Netanyahu said, have had 25 years of good relations, and Israel would continue economic and expand trade cooperation with Moldova. Netanyahu last night met with visiting Missouri Governor Eric Greitens. Greitens, a Republican, became the first Jewish governor of Missouri when he was elected last year. He arrived in Israel on Sunday as part of a trade mission sponsored by the Republican Jewish Coalition and the Hawthorne Foundation. On Monday, he visited Yad Vashem, Israel's memorial to the Holocaust, and he was also given a first-hand look at Iron Dome, Israel's missile defense system. Greitens will fly back to the U.S. on Saturday. And a group of young entrepreneurs from around the world are in Jerusalem this week. 24 international startup founders toured the city and met today with Jerusalem Affairs Minister Ze'ev Elkin. They are all taking part in START JLM, a program geared towards making Jerusalem a high-tech hub. The participants each won local competitions in their home countries held by Israeli diplomatic missions to get the trip. Elkin told the Jerusalem Post that he saw the young entrepreneurs as ambassadors for Jerusalem. Sponsors of the program include Israel's Foreign Ministry, the Jerusalem Affairs Ministry, and the Jerusalem Development Authority. An Orthodox Jewish high school on Long Island, New York, was evacuated yesterday after it received a bomb threat. The threat was in the form of a letter that was faxed to the Hebrew Academy of the Five Towns in Rockaway. Police evacuated the building and searched it for any explosives, but no threat was found, and activity soon returned to normal. Police are investigating. At least a dozen Holocaust memorial stones were stolen in Berlin this week. German paper Deutsche Welle reported that the Stolperstein, or stumbling stones, which are gold-colored, cobblestone-sized monuments that are laid into sidewalks in a number of cities across Germany and across Europe, were dug up and stolen on Monday. The stones were quickly replaced with new ones, and the incident is being investigated. The stones are placed at the last known address of a Holocaust victim and bear that person's name, birth date, and their fate. The World Jewish Congress is launching a new website dedicated to Holocaust education with the support of UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. World Jewish Congress CEO and Executive Vice President Robert Singer signed a letter of agreement to finalize the project with UNESCO Director General Irina Bokova. Bokova said UNESCO's mandate is to empower young people to become proactive citizens who can resist ideologies of hatred online and offline. She said, "I am convinced that this new interactive website and communication campaign, especially designed for younger generations, will bring a valuable response to the spread of Holocaust denial and distortion and other contemporary forms of anti-Semitism and racism." Well, today marks the 79th anniversary of Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, a pogrom against the Jews across Nazi Germany, which took place on November the 9th and the 10th of 1938, during which some 91 people were murdered, 30,000 arrested, more than 1,000 synagogues were burned, and over 7,000 Jewish businesses were destroyed or damaged. In memory of these events, which many view as the beginning of the Nazis' campaign against the Jews during the Holocaust, we have special programming tonight on JBS. At 8:30, NYU law professor Thane Rosenbaum discusses the tragic social consequences of Kristallnacht and never again being forgotten, in a program of City Tech's Jewish Faculty and Staff Association. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Ernie Michel, who lived through the infamous pogrom, At 10, we will air coverage of the 75th anniversary of Kristallnacht and the voyage of the St. Louis, commemorated at Congregation Netivot Shalom in Teaneck, New Jersey. And another programming tonight, 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study with Rabbi Mordechai Becker, and at 7:30, French Holocaust survivor Joseph Weissman talks about Jewish persecution in France during World War II and its connections to modern-day trends in European anti-Semitism. That's with Richard Kuttner and Jane Cohen from the Museum of Jewish Heritage. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, it's In the News with Mark Golub. Tonight, Mark speaks with President of the Zionist Organization of America, Mort Klein, who recently testified to Congress on moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, November the 9th, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader.